to Ask the Answer. You're live with me right now, Robert Lee, with the Robert Lee's Late Love Hour. And we have a special guest on this evening, Davina, one of our psychics who works here on Ask the Answer. The live Love Hour is most Thursday nights at 9 p.m, straight through until 10 p.m. And the reason it is a little bit later is so we can look at all your juicy comments and texts that you send in to the show. So it's double trouble tonight. You've just not got me. You've got a lovely guest here on this side, who is Davina. And we're going to talk more to Davina as we go throughout the show. And we're going to send some of our love questions to Davina tonight as well. We're also going to ask Davina a little bit about how she works as a psychic and a love guru, because I think are you a love guru, Davina?
Well, I suppose so. That's mainly the kind of work that I end up doing with people. So I suppose I am to a certain degree.
And we're just waiting for a couple of people to join us. And we'll start by looking at some of the questions that you've sent in already. And you can send a text into the show tonight. I was just having a look. The banner's not running along the bottom, but that's okay. You can send a text into the show. Say hello to us, guys, whatever platform you're watching from. So the show actually live streams on YouTube. It live streams on Facebook. It live streams on Twitch. Live streams on X. And we also live stream from the website as well. So there's loads of ways you can get involved with the show. It's a really interactive show. And if you send your text in, we can directly look at it for you here on the portal that gets sent in. Okay, so there we are. It's running along the bottom now. The banner's running along the bottom now. And you text the word love and your name and your question to 07700152500. That's 07700152500. The reason we ask you to put the word love in the text is so that it comes through to the love hour and it doesn't go into a general pool of questions. Now, it's the price of a standard network charge to send a text into the show. Most of us are on SIM-only contracts where we get unlimited texts. I've said it all in the one go there. Most of us are in contract phones where we got unlimited texts. And some of us are like SIM bundles where you got unlimited texts into the show as well. So effectively, you're getting a free text looked at by me or Davina this evening. Probably Davina, because I want to give loads of the texts over to Davina, and that means I just get to chat and I don't need to do any of the texts. Right? So we'll do a few shout outs to people. So let us know, guys, where you are watching the live stream from. Let us know that you're watching. And we're going to ask Davina a few questions. If you've got any questions for Davina, put them on to Facebook, YouTube, and as long as they're appropriate, we can ask Davina as many questions as we like. Okay? Well, I don't know. Can we ask you as many questions as we like, Davina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be surprised some of the things you hear. No.
Okay. So, Davina, how long have you been working as a psychic? So, how long have you been working as a psychic?
Working as a psychic on and off. Oh, over 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah, like actually getting, with people, right?
Yeah.
Over 20 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Actually, no, it's longer than that. It's closer to 30 years. Yeah, nearly 30 years.
30 years. Wow.
Yeah.
So, and during that time, you must have done quite a few readings, Davina, during that time.
Yeah, plenty.
Probably more than what you care to mention, right? Because 30 years. I mean, I'm not saying what age I am, but 30 years is a long time. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, but you said working. I've always been psychic. I've always had the, intuitive energy reading, all of that stuff. Even the telepathy. And it's like, and then once you realise that's what's going on, you're like, oh, okay.
Right, okay.
I can work with this. Yeah.
And what is your... So how long have you worked in Ask the Answer?
Almost a year now. Almost a year.
Wow. And during that time, Davina, you've probably done like when you've been here and asked the answer alone, you've probably done a multitude of phone readings during that time.
Oh yeah, yes,
okay. And because I've seen you logged in, actually, I've seen you logged in and asked the answer, so I have seen you logged in. So I know you're logged in probably as much as me. I know you're logged in a lot, so I know that you've taken a lot of calls.
When you're there, yeah.
I know you've taken a lot of calls. And what do you think your favourite type of reading is? So when you're working on the phone lines, what's your favourite type of reading to do for your clients that call through?
I love a love reading. Wow. I'll be honest. It's nice, isn't it? You know, because you can help people. Well, at least try to.
Yeah.
You know, take the necessary steps. It's more about guidance, isn't it? Really, and yeah, the love stuff. You got.
Okay.
I love a good love story.
And just before we started, and this is for people that are watching, Davina and I were kind of chatting, and Davina had said she actually has her own like tarot love spreads and angel reading spreads that you do. That's what you told me, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
I do. Like the most popular one reading that I do is the person of interest. Yeah. Right. So I was like, I've got to do something that's more specific than the past, present, future, you know, the bog standard stuff. So I come up with it's how they see you, how they're feeling, what their intentions are, actions, challenges, obstacles, you know, and then advice from spirit.
Wow.
And anything else that jumps out because you know what they're like.
Wow. So that is really interesting. A lot of people ask about their point of interest. Obviously, it's in a lot of people's minds, especially in regards to love. Point of interest is one of the most important things in regards to love. So the fact that you have created this spread to really look into it, that's actually quite phenomenal. So if somebody was to call you, for example, you would be able to tune in on their point of interest and give them lots of details about their point of interest and where it's going to unfold and where it's going to go.
Yeah, well, to a certain degree, it depends how the energy starts coming through. Because, like, you know how it goes. Like, you start off, you're like, yeah, you're picking up this, and this, and then the cards come out, and then this whole like story comes out.
That's really interesting, right? So that is something that's great for the lover, and that's something if you wanted a personal reading, if you wanted a phone reading with Davina and ask the answer. She can actually tune into your point of interest through her own spread that she's created and through her spirit guides. So do you work with a spirit guide as well, Davina? I'm assuming, but I want to ask you, do you work with a spirit guide?
You've got your ancestors, ancestors, spirit guides, they're the angels. You know, it takes, you know, I don't know, you're more of a medium, see, like in respect.
I'm just asking you. I'm asking you, right?
I know. I have there's a few. Yes, okay. It's my ancestors.
Ancestral spirit guides. I'm a great believer in ancestral spirit guides, and obviously our ancestors. I'm with you on it. Our ancestors go further back than what we can ever imagine. So ancestral spirit guides, amazing, wise souls in the spirit world, right?
Very, very wise, and they help you to unlock your own wisdom.
Yeah. Okay. And that's very interesting. And do you feel, because I want to relate it to love because it's the love hour. So do you feel that what's the next question I was going to ask there? It's totally went out of my mind, of course. Do you feel like you do a lot of love readings when you're working on Ask the Answer? So when you're on the phones, do you feel like you're doing a lot of love readings? Is it one of your main topics?
Oh yeah, it definitely is main topics. But funnily enough, the last I have noticed a bigger demand for like career focused readings a lot more recently. Yeah, because people seem to be more focused on their self and their growth.
Okay.
Than so much like another person.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a career makes sense to a lot of people right now because obviously what we're going through in the world as a collective. So careers obviously on a lot of people's minds. So, but from what you've said, because I like to recap, right? Your favourite reading is love readings, okay? I kind of flung you under the bus. I said you were a love guru. You're maybe not necessarily a love guru, but you love doing love readings. This is what I'm trying to get at, right? And you've been working as a reader now for we'll say over 20 years, because, I mean, when I say over 30 years, it just doesn't look like you've been reading for over 30 years. I'm not saying you haven't, okay, right? I'm giving you a backwards compliment, right?
Wet behind the ears there, love. Yeah. No, I'm 45.
Okay.
At the end of the month.
I wasn't asking your age. I wasn't asking your age. I was poking fun. So,
I don't mind.
We're going to say hello to a few people, and then we're going to look at their questions. And if anybody's got any questions about how Davina works as a psychic, how long she's been working as a psychic, please put them on the live stream. Okay, so hi Kathy Rankin, thank you for watching us on Facebook. Hi Lisa Dean, thank you for watching us on Facebook. Hi Tracy Dickey, thank you for watching us on Facebook. Hi Angela Rushton, thank you as well for watching us on Facebook. We do appreciate you tuning in to the show this evening. So do you think it'd be okay to look at a few questions, Davina? Is that all right?
Oh, yes.
Right. So we've got one here that somebody sent in. And it says, this is from Ron. And it said, I'd really like to meet a nice lady for compassion, but I'm finding it very hard. Will I ever meet anyone? Right? See before you start, Davina, right? My angel guide's like pulling me back and saying, right, let Davina speak and don't go into one of your rants, because if you've ever watched my show before, my angel guide pulls me back before I get my soapbox about people meeting other people. Right? Because
you're like, no, it's not about me.
Yeah, also because it's from an agony uncle perspective sometimes that I go into with the love hour, but we want you to show us your psychic ability, look at it in a psychic perspective. So Ron, he'd really like to meet a nice lady for compassion, but he's finding it very difficult. And will he ever meet anyone?
Right then, okay, let's have a look. Will he ever meet anybody? Just do a little quick pre-shuffle here. Right, so this is just like pre-cut in the shuffle, and and sometimes it catches your eye. So we've got the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. You're overthinking things, Roy. You're moving away from the past. Let go of the past and keep moving forwards. Don't worry about what you've had enough of. Keep thinking about what you're walking towards, the happiness, the contentment, the peace, the stability, right? And you find that within yourself. Look, the King of Pentacles has just shown up. So that's telling me that as soon as, you get out of this confusion about what you're supposed to be doing moving forward and just keep moving, then you will find what you seek. Happiness, contentment. So yes, the answer is yes. Coming on in. It's too much worry is what I'm picking up, like this, because with the 7 of Cups as well, it's like, is it going to happen? That's what I'm hearing. Literally goes like this. This is what's coming, right? Reasons to celebrate. There's something you need to speak up about. Maybe you're not speaking up enough about what it is you would like. I think, yeah. But yeah, it's coming.
Good, thank you.
I like giving good news.
Thank you, Davina. That does sound really good news. And if you're watching us, Roy, please leave some feedback on the live stream. Amazing, Davina. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Outstanding. What deck are you using? Show us right up on the screen if you don't mind, so we can
The name isn't on it, but it is like it's a Rider-Waite one, but it's like a beginner's one. But I like to use this because it'll show you the planet, the sign that it's associated with, a yes or no answer, and it'll give you like keywords and stuff.
Fantastic.
It's good for beginners, but it's also good for like extra energies, like what's going on, like third eye there, so seeing things more clearly.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm going off.
No, that's okay. Is that your go-to deck?
I think they're called like the Beginner's Tarot or Easy Tarot.
Is that your go-to deck for most of your readings?
No, this is the Arcanum Tarot deck that I use, like as clarifiers.
Let's see that.
That's the design on the back.
Wow,
I'm sure
nice.
it's the Arcanum. Look, that's the Empress. Look how pretty she is.
They're nice cards. We've just got a few comments there. People are saying, Davina, they're lovely cards.
Thank you. And these are the Romance Angels decks by Doreen Virtue. Right, they're like my base cards that I use.
Okay. Do you know, this is maybe something you didn't know. So Doreen Virtue cards are out of print, right?
I know.
So if you've got a genuine Doreen Virtue pack, which I do, I hold on to it, right? People are probably fed up with me saying this, but they're going for like £200 on Amazon. Used, some of them.
What?
Yeah.
I might have some that I don't use anymore.
So
I love my Doreen Virtue cards.
And we've got some lovely feedback here, guys, on Facebook. And there's some questions there in Facebook, but please put your questions on. And if you want Davina to look at them, put Davina on there as well. But I'm going to give them to Davina anyway. Right? But put Davina's name on there. And we'll go to the other text, Davina, if that's okay with you.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay, so we looked at Ron's. I better accept that. And we've answered. So, and we're getting texts coming in while we're on as well, Davina. So that's really good. So people are asking for you, which is really nice.
Thank you.
And this one's from Steph, and it says, "Why am I still single? I'm a nice person." Oh.
I literally just picked up the deck, and this is where the split was. Right. The reason that you're single is because the person that deserves you hasn't turned up yet. That's why. And they're worth waiting for. And when they come on in, they're coming on in to be somebody that you can be committed to. That's why you're single right now. You don't want to be accepting any old riff-raff. You don't. So, right, let your friends help you. Spend some time with your friends. Take a trip. Oh, what's this? And don't be taking back that person you don't like anymore. Yes. So you're not single because there's anything wrong with you. It's because the right person, the person that deserves you, hasn't got here yet. But they're on their way. They're on their way. Right? For a brand new passionate beginning. There.
Thank you. Davina and Steph, if you're watching, please leave us some feedback. We'd love to know your feedback. Another great text reading from Davina, so thank you very much for that. And we're going to have a look at some people's questions on Facebook. If you're still okay to keep going, Davina, we can still look at the questions.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm loving this.
Good. I'm loving
like quick fire round.
Well, and our viewers are giving lots of positive feedback. So let's have a look. Did Andy have a question? We had Debbie Sneed. And I think I can... There we go.
Will I ever meet someone who will show me love and...
compassion?
Let's have a look. We'll get these ones out. I love this! Yes!
Good.
Yes. And apparently, whoever this person is, they're going to be ready for you, and they will be running on the same vibrational frequency as you when they come on in. None of this, they got to sort this out, they got to sort that out. No more deception, no more lies, cheating, sneaky people. All right, let's have a look and see what's coming up. Girl, get ready, because you've got... Quite possibly that's another person coming on in just in the nick of time. You know how it goes. Someone serious that matches your vibration comes on in, and then the ex will come on in a little bit more polished. But yes, you are going to meet somebody that deserves you. Wow. That's the truth. So yes, my darling, you're going to meet somebody. I would say quite possibly in a social setting, maybe it's a friend of a friend, but yeah, well, you'll be attending a lot of social events with this person anyway, because I'm kind of, yeah, that's the kind of chatter I'm picking up. So Yes, you will, my darling.
And who doesn't like going out more? Like, who doesn't like having more social life, right?
You know, it's having somewhere to be, though, isn't it? Somewhere good to go. The shops isn't a social life.
That is true. Don't even get me started on that. I say that every week. We've been running for 12 weeks with the Late Love Hour, and I've been telling people I've said it. Well, you've said it now. For 12 weeks, we've been saying going to the shops is not a social life, right? Okay, you're well in tune with me, right? Thank you, Debbie Steed. If you could leave a little bit of feedback of your reading for Davina, we can pin it. That'd be brilliant. And keep putting your questions, guys. If you're watching from YouTube, if you're watching from Facebook, if you're watching from Twitch, if you're watching from X, let us know. Okay, say hello to us, whatever platform you're watching from. And Debbie Sneed's left a little bit of feedback there, and she said, "Thank you so much. I am so ready, like so
good. I love
ready.
that.
She's so ready, Davina. I think you've energized her." And then we've got one there from another text there from Marjorie Hewson, or Margie, and it says, Davina, "Will I ever get a relationship?" So will Margie ever get a relationship?
Will you ever get a relationship? Yes, but you're going to have to stop being all Miss Independent. And I know you probably had to be that way because you've had to take care of things, and that's fine. But not saying that you're not in your feminine energy, but I know myself, it's difficult not to be. It's difficult to get into it if you've always got to be the one doing everything, right? But what I'm picking up with this is, yes, you are going to meet somebody and you are going to get into a relationship, but you are going to have to sort of allow that person to come into your space, if that makes sense. It's going to be a nice, it's going to be a brand new passionate relationship. And the change will happen suddenly from what I'm picking up. Yeah, look, Knight of Swords there. Knight of Swords energy. Fast. It'll be, oh, where did you come from?
Did you say to me that it was going to be a passionate relationship?
Yes.
Well, there you go, yes. Margie. There you go, Margie, my sweetheart. Who doesn't need a bit of passion in their lives, right?
Right. Like, again, there's something to look forward to, light you up. And this, I do feel that this person's going to light you up. So,
wow.
Congratulations.
Okay, and there's Margie. She says thank you. So thank you, Margie, for your positive feedback. Okay, right? And I like this question, Davina. And it says, and the lady was back to see, she's picked up on it straight away because I said it as well. "Where's my man hiding, please?" Oh, I love that. "Where's my man hiding?" And this is Angela.
Well, the thing is, one of my favorite things to say is I'm an energy reader. It doesn't come with a clock or a calendar, and now or a map. So, unfortunately,
before you answer this, Davina, and I'm just going to say this is a joke, Angela. Maybe you need to put beer and like cheese and meat outside your door to see if you can attract a man to your door. Anyway, that's me just being. That's me just
I love it.
Davina's going to look at it psychically. Like, Angela, I hope you like the sense of humour, right? But Davina, can we have a look at this question for the love of Angela?
This is what come up straight away. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, things are turning in your favour now, but also as well, it can be indicative of your destined path. So he's not hiding. You just haven't got to him yet. That's literally what I'm picking up from that. Look, because you're busy being an empress, divine feminine out here. And the thing is, he's. Do you know what it's like? I don't understand. You're very high vibrational, is what I'm picking up. Right, just with these two cards, you're very high vibrational. So the thing is, you have to have somebody that's either in harmony with your vibrational frequency or running on the same one, right? So it's not that he's hiding. It's just I feel like you just haven't caught up to him yet, because whatever work you're doing, this person's doing, right? And you'll meet up at the right point. It's like, cogs in a wheel, so to speak. But he's not hiding. You're on your way. You're going to get there. Look, you can't make this up. 6 of Swords, you're moving towards him. So, be ready. Justice is being served in your life.
Yeah. I'm engaged with that. Because I feel like, because I work with the angels a lot, and I feel like when the angels, there's no timing in the angelic realms, there's no time in the spirit world, but they make sure things happen at the right time for us, and we'll cross paths with our soulmates, we'll cross paths with we'll cross paths with the love of our lives, and we might cross paths with them early on in our life, not even notice them, and then the angels will make us cross paths again later on in our life. Yeah. I'm a great believer in that. So sometimes, and I do agree with, I do think this is my opinion, I don't know what you think, Davina, sometimes we've got to hold out for the right person, right? Sometimes we've got to be in a relationship that wasn't very good
to appreciate,
to get us to the right one, to get us to where we need to be. Just like what you said there, Davina, I'm just linking in what you said, to get us where you need to be. So sometimes we've got to go through a relationship that learns us lots of lessons. Yeah. And some of us go through lots of relationships, and I feel that's okay. I feel it's okay. That's your different people's paths.
Yeah, everybody's process is different as well. Like, what works for one person's not necessarily going to work for somebody else, and like you said, that's okay. Like, you do whatever you're guided to do, because it's your journey, right? And you're right, you have to have those bad relationships, all those mediocre ones, because you have to have a reference point to know what you're working with.
Yeah.
So, and it takes as long as it takes as well,
I feel you're right there. And what do you feel about, I wanted to ask you about this, I had this question written down. What do you feel about if someone's single, right, and you're dating multiple people? I think that's okay. What do you think?
Yes. Okay. First of all, define the term dating. What does that include?
Dating, we're not in a relationship. It's like you're going on dates, you're going to the cinema, you're going out for a meal, right? You're trying to meet the right person for you.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying like you're filling your diary to have 7 dates a week, but you could be keeping your options open, if that makes sense. What do you think about that? You can disagree with me, but I feel it's...
No, I agree. I agree with you. I do agree that you need to get out there, you need to date, meet new people. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what kind of level of dating you're talking about. If it's just platonic, fact-finding mission, then,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Obviously, but people should be doing that. That's how it's supposed to be done.
That's what I feel. And just for people watching, if you are going to be meeting people, of course, stay safe and things like that.
Yeah, please.
And, what I'm trying to say is, because what I find is a lot of people, they put focus on like one person, for example, like they put focus onto like John.
Yeah.
Okay? And they can't see past John. They're only going to focus on John. Are they going to marry John? Are they committed to, is John going to commit to?
Yeah.
And you're only in the dating phase. Okay? And I feel it's good if you kept your options open. Maybe you were dating David at the same time and John trumped it. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you move into like date 5, date 6, date 7, John's really trumping it and John's taking the lead. So to speak,
because you're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Taking the time to, get to know somebody.
Yeah. I think that's good advice if you're listening tonight, guys. I think that's some good advice. It's not a psychic level. It's just my opinion. Davina's given a bit about her opinion as well. I think it's some good advice if you're dating, that it's okay to keep your options open as long as you're doing it in a safe way, as long as as long as you're doing it in a safe way.
And honesty. I'm going to advocate for honesty in those situations.
Yeah.
I'm just dating to,
Just when you said honesty there, that moves me on to my next topic, Davina, my sweetheart. So I think it's okay when you're dating as well to say to people, look, I enjoyed meeting up for a coffee with you, but it's not going to work for me, rather than ghosting them. Because in 2020, in the 20s, 2020 onwards, a lot of people have started to ghost people without just giving that assertive and honest communication. What do you think about that?
I think you're 100% right. I 100% agree with you. Even if it is a text, it's common decency just to say, I don't, like you said, I don't think it's going to work out. You're lovely, or whatever. I wish you all the best in the future. So, it's the whole, I call it Casper, playing Casper. It's very damaging to people, though.
Yeah.
It's selfish behaviour.
What would your advice be, Davina, if a client had said to you, I've been dating, I like to give scenarios, so we'll change it to a male's been dating a female. Okay, so for example, John's been dating Mary and Mary's ghosted John. What would your advice be to John about, getting closure from that, from the ghosting?
Block her. Block her and delete all her texts. No. It depends how long. Right, so there's a lot of factors that go into it. How long was you together? If it was just a few dates, and 2 or 3 dates, and then she's just played Casper, keep it moving. Don't. Again, it comes back to putting all your eggs in one basket. You've had a good couple of dates, but it happens. At least if you've got that mindset, it's going to take more than that to it's going to take more than that to be in a serious relationship. Then keep it moving forward.
I like what you're saying. So you're saying, like, you'd be saying to your client, it's time to move forward. It's time to keep moving forward. Okay. It's time to keep moving forward for you, kind of type thing. Yeah,
don't let people disrespect you like that. That's disrespectful.
On that note, are you okay to look at another question? Because I've got some more questions coming in for you, Davina. Is that okay with you?
I'm here for it.
Okay.
Get into it.
Right. Okay, this is a good one. And this is from, I'm going to keep the person anonymous. It's a male, and will my lover leave her husband? So will my lover leave? That's a little bit juicy, and this is what we're here for in the lover.
Yeah.
That advice and guidance, psychic guidance, Davina, on less stereotypical questions, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's a male, and will my lover leave her husband? I'll leave you to it.
Is quite. I feel like the intention is there, because what I'm picking up is this person, the lover, they're not happy where they are, and the intention is definitely there to leave. Whether it's going to actually be soon, I'm going to see, because I can see that there's a lot of talking about this. And there's I'm going to say not right now. Literally, I'm going to say not right now. And I'll give you a brief overview as to why I'm going to say that. Because right now I feel like it's not a feasible time. It's not the right time for her to do that. So it's going to be a case of she has to get a lot of things in order so that she can remove herself from that situation. So long-term perspective of her intentions, yes, that is the long-term goal, but not right now. It can't be right now from what I'm picking up. Yeah, it's definitely not right now.
Okay. And now I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to add a question onto it. Do you think, Davina, that they'll stay together the male with the lover? Do you think they're going to stay together? I'm adding this on because they're probably thinking, well, are we going to stay together? Do you think they're going to stay together?
They'll stay together.
Yeah. And then if they want to know anything else, they can come through to you to have a reading because you're going to be logged in tonight because it's quite personal talking about lovers and affairs.
Yeah.
When people are married, it's a good for a one-to-one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll be honest with you. There's going to be a lot of. It feels like there's going to be a lot of back and forth, but I do feel like they will ultimately stay together because there does seem to be a very strong soul tie there. Yeah. What I'm picking up, but it is going to be very difficult for the next. Well, for a little while, it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah. Thank you, Davina. I'm sorry I'm putting you right on the spot.
No, that's fine. I love it.
And we're going to take some ones. We've got another text here, a couple of other texts, but we can, if you want to keep going, that's great. And we can look at some Facebook questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then we've got Lisa Dean. Do you see anyone for me in my future?
Right. Let's have a look and see. Yes. And whoever this person is going to be a team player and they're going to be generous. It's going to be a very balanced and grounded relationship with a lot of honesty and clarity from what I'm seeing here. Could possibly, no, I am, yeah, very grounded. Very grounded. Let's see what else. Let's see what else comes through. Oh. Oh, tonight we're getting a right treat, aren't we? What say you, Robert? What say you? Yes. You are going to be someone that's going to love to talk just as much as you do. And they'll be a very good listener. Why do I know this? Because this person is going to be in harmony with you. They're going to love listening to you talk. And they will put in the work into this relationship. And they're going to be part of your spiritual journey.
Wow.
It's been a long time coming, but he's on his way. Don't you worry. He's going to reach that destination.
Do you know, I know that makes a lot of sense for Lisa Dean because you said about team player, didn't you? You mentioned team player there. You'd have to be a team player because she's got children, so it makes a lot of sense. Leave us a little bit of feedback, Lisa Dean. And you're also right, it's been a long time coming. Thanks a lot, Lisa saying she maybe doesn't like to. She'll go into the nitty-gritty detail, but it sounds like, Lisa D, you're going to have a man that's going to blow your socks off sometime soon.
Oi, tights! It's winter.
Okay. Oh, defo has been a long time coming. So Lisa's agreeing with you. We've got another text here, and we can keep going. If you want to look at the text, that's okay.
Yeah.
And it says, this is from Tracy, and it says, she's fed up meeting the same type of man. I try doing different things, but it isn't helping. What am I doing wrong? Thanks.
Nothing. See, this is the thing. Like, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just not meeting the right person for you, if that makes sense, right? So, okay, try different things, but make sure it's something that you're actually interested in so that, you know, if you do happen to meet somebody like that, it's not just something you were trying just to meet somebody, right? And you lose interest really quickly. You know, sometimes the reason that you don't meet anybody at that time is just because it's not the right time. And that's the only reason. It's not that there's anything wrong with you, you know, but maybe it's, right. So it's like what I'm hearing, it's like, and I don't know, I keep hearing about being picky. I'm sorry, it's what I'm picking up. But it's not to say that you shouldn't have standards, because obviously you should, right? I Stop nitpicking. This is what I'm hearing. Stop nitpicking. But all in good time. There's all in good time, my darling. The angels are with you, so you're never alone. And when the right person comes along, you will know it. All right? You might even have 2 people turning up and have a decision to make. But invest in yourself right now, because it's about you taking your power back.
Wow.
And remembering that you're a powerful divine feminine. Right. There you go.
Do you think that, Davina, like, I think, like, I'm a great believer in, again, I'm talking about the angels here and I'm talking about the spirit world. When spirit and the angels see us making a plan of action, when they see us doing things, I believe and I feel that they help us more. Okay, and I'm not saying this for Tracy, I'm just saying this in general for kind of everyone.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we are sitting in the house and we're saying, well, I'm not meeting anybody, we're probably not going to meet anyone.
Yeah, because the thing is, because you're putting that, you keep saying, if you keep saying, oh, well, I'm not meeting anybody, the universe is just hearing this negative energy. It's just picking that up. So, oh, well, you don't want anyone then.
Right.
Huh? You know, it's more, a lot of it is what you put out. Like, if you're ready, it will come. When it's the right time.
Okay, so you're in agreement, like, so the advice I would give to my clients is, and this is before I even look at it on a psychic level, I would give the question back to them, like, why we're not meeting anybody. So I would ask them, like, maybe, what have you been doing to meet someone? And I'm always saying to people, like, well, if you're too busy, online dating, it isn't for everyone, but it suits a lot of people. And I would say, like, set the intention. Maybe you want to change the photo that you've got. Maybe you want to try a new website. Maybe you want to, they want to update your bio. I would tell my clients to do things like that. What do you think about that? Would you agree that, you know, maybe you were on one website, and we don't need to mention the specific websites because there's all different ones out there. Do you think you would, like, would you join a new one, or would you advise your client to join a different one if they weren't finding the right person? Do you think that would set the intention?
Well, yeah, because you're putting the intention out there that you're open and ready to meeting somebody new. So say, for argument's sake, you're using one dating service and you've had like maybe maybe like 2 or 3 dates that, you know, didn't really go anywhere, but you've probably been on there for like 2 years or whatever, and it's not, you know, you don't like what you're, go to a different dating site. If that's, you know, what you want to do, try a different dating site. Because it's going to be hopefully different people on that dating site. And different dating sites have different kind of feel to them, I would have thought, like, you know, and because if you're setting the intention for something, if you're doing something new, it's telling the universe that you're ready for something new, stepping outside of your comfort zone. I
agree with you on that, I really do. And I also feel as well, like, if you're not big in online dating and it's not been successful, if it's not for you, you need to change your intentions again. Because
there's always singles nights and things like that.
And I'm always telling people now as well, and you can let me know what you think about this. See if we join a group that you're really interested in, for example, like line dancing.
Yeah.
Right? And you go along to the line dancing, there's probably somebody there, the probability of somebody being there that's single. And they also have that common denominator, they like line dancing. So you're probably going to meet someone with a similar interest for you, and you've got that common denominator to talk.
That's what I was saying. Like, don't go doing things. Don't go doing things that you're not actually interested in just because you want to meet somebody different. Like, it's nice that you want to meet somebody different and you're open to that. But if you're, say, for argument's sake, you go to a Comic-Con and you're not into that, like, why would you do that? Like, but you're into animals, so go to the zoo, like, you know. It's just,
I feel I'm with you in that energy, because I feel like in 2024, looking at it cyclically, there's a lot of energetic changes for relationships this year.
100%.
I feel like people need to think outside of their comfort zone, think outside the box in a safe way, you know, if they can't meet someone. And I feel like for the likes of Tracy, and again, this is for everyone watching, when you feel like, you know, you're not good enough, don't carry that on you. That's on the person that's ghosted you. That's on the person that doesn't want to be in a relationship with you. Don't you take on the burden of not feeling good enough. Because when we do that, we're putting that energy into ourselves and we're telling ourselves, we're affirming to ourselves that we're not good enough. Okay?
That 100%.
Would you agree with that? Would you agree with that, Davina?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I tell people that all the time. Like, you know, like, because you hear it a lot. Like, oh, what's wrong with me? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with you at all. Like, if somebody's going to treat you like that, that is them. Yeah. What's wrong with them is the question. Like, let's have a
look. And I feel like they could not just be love, but we can look at that. I call it leaving it at their doorstep. So we can look at that in all different aspects of our life, leaving it at their doorstep because they've got the problem, so that we can move on, you know, on our paths. Okay. And a lot of people are agreeing with us. So Tracy Dickey's saying defo, and Lisa Dean saying I definitely agree with you. And
thank you, guys.
If there's any more questions on Facebook, guys, YouTube, Twitch, X, pop them on. If you want to send us a text, you can. If it's of a personal nature, we've got spaces for texts as well. I think I might have some more. If you're okay to look at them.
Yeah.
Davina, let's have a look if there was any more. I'm not sure if there was any more actually. So if you've got a question, guys, we've got space tonight. If you'd like Davina to look at it, she's here to look at your texts, which is great. And Davina's going to be logged in tonight as well, straight after the show. My goodness, Davina. I'm going to look at the screen to see if there's any texts. We said we were only going to be on for half an hour. We've had you on for 47 minutes. We may as well just have you on today. I didn't realise it was the time was on so quick.
It does, doesn't it? Like once you get into it, that's why I'm like, yes.
Really so we're going to have a look at the screen here. I can look at it in my end.
Did we do Tracy?
Tracy, do you want anything for me, please? Tracy sings. So anything for Tracy at all,
right?
Davina, my sweetheart.
Get this. A trip. Oh.
Right.
Did you see that? Did you see that? That was what I split at, and it fell down. Right? Do you want to see what was behind it?
What was behind it? Oh, marriage. Ooh.
So okay. Look at this. Look, I love this. I do this all the time when I'm on the phones, but people can't see. I'm like, look. Someone new is coming into your life, and they're coming in for a series. Maybe it's someone from overseas. Maybe you'll meet this person on holiday, right? Or on a trip away. But this is going to be a highly committed relationship leading to marriage, quite possibly, right? And I feel like this person might not necessarily be your usual type, but give your relationship a chance, because what you seek is right there. And what I'm gonna do for you is I'm just going to shuffle and see what comes out. Right, so forget the past is what I'm picking up. Don't worry about the past. Release it, let it go, because you've got new love coming on in. Happiness and a lot of stability. You're gonna, I'm getting like scissors. So you've got to cut ties with the past, so you can confidently move forward into this new phase. You're leveling up. So when that person comes on in, it's going to be like a test, because there'll be somebody from your part. Yeah, don't do it.
Ooh. That's an interesting one, Davina. That is very interesting.
Well, my advice would be to walk away from something that you already know doesn't bring you joy. However, should you choose to do that, that's entirely up to you. But what you seek is coming on in.
Very good.
It might be someone foreign. Just.
like Italian or Spanish or.
Oh yeah, because that's a gondola, isn't it?
That's the gondola. That's what I was thinking. Either that, or going to Italy to get married. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just?
Okay, I'm just having a look. Thank you for that. I'm just having a look to see. We should have what other questions here. I'm just looking down the screen.
Lynn says.
Not a love question, but can I have a card, please?
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. and the Ace of Cups. So it might not be a love question. Ooh, so quite possibly brand new love coming on. What is that? I know it's the love hour, but come on, it's like look new, and you're going to build something with this person. I'm kind of picking up like traditional dynamics is what I'm picking up, but like I'm getting this really overwhelming this. If you've already met this person, which I kind of feel like you may well probably have, then this is just telling me that this is what you've got coming: happiness, contentment. But it's just going to be. It's just I love it when I pick up energy like that. It's going to be very overwhelming, like nothing you've ever felt before. That's what I'm picking up. A lot of happiness. So after a time of maybe feeling like you was on your own, but you don't necessarily have to have been. They're upside down. Yes, definitely a lot of happiness on that spiritual journey of yours.
Good.
Love
good, Davina. Thank you.
New energy.
Like, could that be like...
Spring is almost here.
If Lynn was married already, so it could be like a new energy in a relationship, like a renewed energy.
Renewed energy. That's why I said I don't really feel like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like a renewed... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be like a restart, you know, because like that's what I was getting, like the settled, happy, like, you know, when you first meet someone and you just look at them and your heart, once you realize you're in love with them and it's like, oh, there's that big burst of energy. It's like that. That's what I'm picking up.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that was good. Thank you for that, Davina. And I hope that was good for you, Lynn Anderson. She's saying thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. That's what she's saying, Davina. Wow. So,
you're welcome.
Are you going to be how long are you going to be logged on for tonight here on Ask the Answer? So
till at least 11.
Till at least 11. Wow. Okay. So, and guys, you can go onto the website. Davina's going to be logged on. You'll be able to see her name. What's your pin, Davina, my sweetheart? What's your pin?
70041.
There we are. 70041's Davina's pin. If you go onto Ask the Answers website, Davina's probably going to be, as you look down, you'll be able to see her. She'll be near the top because she's scheduled to log in, and she's going to be there till about 11 o'clock if you want to have a more in-depth reading with her. And I know, because I've worked here in Ask the Answers for a little while now, Davina's very busy when she does get logged in. And Lynn Anderson said it was a very positive reading. And because Davina has scheduled, you can pre-queue for Davina right now. So people can actually pre-queue for you right now, Davina, before you even logged in. So they can, which is really exciting, isn't it? Right?
Yes, I know.
You're going to end up having a queue tonight. And we have no psychic chat tomorrow. So we have no psychic chat with Sarah, but we do have Anne Scholes back on Monday. So we've got a Monday night show, which is Anne Scholes, and it's Ask Anne and Ask the Answer. It's the great alliteration of the word A. And she will on Monday night at 7 o'clock, looking at all your tarot questions, or looking at any question you have in general. Then we have the Robert Lee Angel Hour on Tuesday at 8 p.m, just a little bit later. At 8 p.m, and then we'll have the Love Hour again next Thursday at 9 p.m. I just want to take the opportunity to thank Davina for being a guest on the show. So thank you so much, Davina, for putting all the hard work And tonight, while I just sat here looking pretty, you've done all the hard.
Thank you for having me.
And I know that our viewers will be saying as well, our regular viewers, before the video, I look at the comments, I know that some people have said they've enjoyed it and we'll have more positive feedback on there. And we'll be looking forward to having you back on again, Davina, at some point. Lisa Dean's saying it was really good. And I really appreciate you coming on. I really appreciate you sharing some of your psychic insight, how long you've been wanting to hear that Ask the Answer. And we'll speak to you again, Davina, very, very soon. And we'll speak to everyone again very, very soon. I'll let you say goodbye as well, Davina, actually. Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's been good. It's been good, like doing the questions.
Yeah. I know, and we've fired through the questions, which is really good because sometimes we've got some left over, but we've got through them. And look at keep posted, guys, on our Facebook page here at Ask the Answer, our YouTube page, our Twitch page, our X page. We're going to be having more guest readers on. We'll definitely probably have Davina back on as well. So keep an eye on our social media pages and we will let you know who we're having on. So it's good night from me and we'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. Guys.